What's up, guys? Dragon Pass 17 here. Today I'm coming at you guys with my good friend Cotyyy in his Dark Lord deck profile. Take it away as soon as you're ready.
All right, man. So this is my Darklord deck. It's pretty consistent. I've really played with it a lot. So starting it off, we run the 1 Morningstar. This guy's really good because he just thins your deck and he can go for OTK. So for those who don't know his effect, when you summon him, and for each effect monster that your opponent has, you can special summon another Darklord monster, and then he can't be targeted by your opponent's card effects while you have another Darklord on the field. And then once per turn, you can mill the top cards of your deck for each Darklord monster you have on the field, and for each Darklord card you mill, you gain 500 life. So he'll sit up your graveyard, and there's been times where I've used him to mill, and I hit 4 Darklords and got Christie out. It was just amazing. So he's really good. I like to run him. So him, and then the obvious X-Tab. She's a draw power. She's your D-draw. You literally ditch her and another Darklord card. It's important to know card because a lot of people get in the mindset of it's a monster. You can pitch the spell traps too, and you draw 2. Then while she's on the field, she can copy effect. Her effect becomes one of the spell or trap effects. So,
Is there any reason why you don't run 6 of those cards?
I thought about it. I played around with it, but ultimately, being a legal deck is something I like.
Okay, fair enough.
So, and then you have to run 3 Superbia. Why 3 Superbia? Because he's a basically Monster Reborn, so you get him out, and then you can special summon. So, common, pitch her and him. Then you special summon him, and you get her either an attack or a defense, whichever one. So, it's a pretty good combo. And also, it's a really cool play because you can set up that and then tribute both for him. So, it's pretty quick in how you do that because you would have gained.
So a lot of people. One thing I know a lot of people don't do. I mean, a lot of people do, and you don't, is run trade-in. Can you explain why that you don't like the trade-in engine?
So, trade-in bricks, heavily. I would always draw 1 and 2 and then, have no discard outlet. It's dead late game because generally your card's already in the grave. I run 7 or 8, level 8s, so yeah, it's viable, but I have another tech, which I'll get to later, but
Okay.
trade-in just bricks really heavy. So then you play the 3 Nastin. This is your Mermail. That's how you explain him. He's Mermail. He also has the effect where you can copy the spell traps. His effect becomes that effect. You pay 1,000, but you really won't care because that 1,000 ends up getting you gain through some of your combos. So that's why. I run 3. I've seen some people run 2, but the main thing about this deck is you need to run Darklords because Darklords are your targets. Your combos go off with Darklords. You just need to name Darklord. So I run 3 of him. And then next I run 2 Tezcatlipoca. This guy is great. So something a lot of people don't even know about him is his effect is that when your monster would be destroyed, you can discard him. He's a hand trap for that, but he can activate on resolution of effects. So he's an applied effect. So say someone warnings him, or someone strikes him, I should say. Someone strikes him, you pitch this, he doesn't die. Even though it's spell speed 3, this is an applied effect from the hand. So it's really good, and plus Mirror Force is starting to somewhat see more play. You pitch this, your Dark Lords just don't die. So it's really good. I thought about upping him to 3, but then I run 2 Dark Lord Zerato. He's a Raigeki. He's just a Raigeki, and remember, if you have 4 different darks, which it's easy to get 4 darks in the grave, you can normal summon him with 1 tribute. So it's pretty cool. And his effect you can activate multiple times in a turn. So if they have protection for one of them, you can activate it again and just blow them up.
You just discard a dark monster?
Yeah. So I've literally had it where there would be a Dryden on field, and I used his effect, and they My Body to shield me, and then I pitched Tezcatlipoca. He didn't die. I pitched another card and blew up the entire field again, and they paid 15 for basically nothing. It was pretty cool. 1 Amadusk. This card sets up really good plays because you can just recycle. And if push comes to shove, he's a dark for lore targets. He's a dark for Dark Lords or X-Tab. It's pretty good. So You can pitch him to get in another Darklord card to get like banishment back or something, and just go off again. He can make it to where you have 4 X tabs in hand, so it's pretty cool. I play the obligatory 1 Cotyyy. Cotyyy just stops special summoning. Special summoning is bad for the game state after you get done. So you just play this on Zodiacs and they just die. Then I play 1 Vandy's Fiend. He's a 1 level tribute. Originally I wasn't running him, I was running a spicy attack that I liked myself, but I just played Vandy's Fiend because, like I showed you opening, you can go, there's X-Tab and Superbia, sacrifice Superbia, summon Vandy's Fiend. Now you have access to your spell traps through X-Tab's effect, and Vandy's Fiend's going to stop them. And then I played 2 Darklord Ukabak. This guy is so good because he's basically a Foolish Burial of goods or Foolish Burial because he's just going to start milling. And once you do that, once you start stacking your grave, it's game. I mean, I'll sit here and I'll send him to send banishment, have Itch Tab on the field. Itch Tab will grab whatever because of banishment, and I literally just went plus to hand by having him on the field. And key note, you can use his effect by normal or special. So if you use X Tab's effect to bring him back, his effect goes off. So it's really good. Then I played 2 Ghost Ogre. Ghost Ogre is great because you use him on, say, well, field spells mainly, especially with True Draco when they go to activate their effect. Field spell, kill it, or if they have Trident or any of the zoo monsters like Broad Bull or something, you just pop it when they go to search. So they have to be on their game of what you're doing. I think he's one of the better ones. I mean, I know Ghost Ash is there, but I don't have Ghost Ash because And then the
good reason.
the obligatory Max C, because Max C is good. They go off, you just own it. Like you just start drawing. And in this deck, if you can get, you already draw so fast, even more draw power is really good for you. So overall, I run 21 monsters. It's not too bad.
Okay.
And then we'll go into the spells. The spells are, I'll start with 3 Banishment. This is your Rhoda, Stratos, whatever you want to say. That is it. You can get any Darklord card to hand. It's really busted. You can use Itch Tab to copy this, and basically you get 2 Rhodas. It's real, and as well as draw if you can use Itch Tab to draw. Contact your Monster Reborn. I like special summoning, and that's great. Until I get my Cotyyy out, and then it's like, I had my chance. You didn't? That's so sad for you. 3 Allure, yeah, I know I need another Ultra, but 3 Allure because it's Allure Darkness, it's up to 3, you run it. This is better than Trade-In because this one you get to draw prior to paying costs, where Trade-In you have to pay costs first. So this, if you didn't know that, this is why Allure is just so much better. And then here's some text for you. I ran 2 Foolish Burial goods and 1 Foolish Burial. So Foolish Burial goods, because you're going to get your spell traps to the graveyard. You can set up you can start. It's just so good because you can get banishment to the grave already. Itch Tab, ditch another one, then contact, bring back Itch Tab, use Itch Tab on the banishment that you sent with this, and then just start going off more. Then your deck, and this will get rid of Cotyyy. This can set up your Superbia play. It's just really good because remember, Superbia can special summon Cotyyy from grave. So this is just really good. Then your deck too, and then Upstart because I like running draw power, and then right
Draw
hand
power's
key
always good.
in case you go second. So there's that, and now the traps.
Good deal. It's a 40 card deck.
41.
41.
But I go through it so much you would think it's a 40 card deck. I have a friend, Kendall, who thought I was running 3 Solemn Strikes, and I only run 2 because I go through my deck so fast. So speaking of Solemn Strikes, only run 2. Like I said, you only need 2. You go through your deck so fast. People think you run 3 of it. It's good. And hey, I don't like card effects going on. 2 Darklord Rebellions. I don't run enchantment, so the last card's not enchantment. Even though it's a great looking card, this is so much better. It can pop. It can be your MST. It can interrupt plays. This is your interruption. You know, they go to activate True Draco, the field spell. You can activate this, pop it. They don't get that. Trident. You can make it trade a Trident. And if you have Tez like Copla, Tez in hand, you can just not. So this is really good. If you activate this on the field and you have another Darklord on field that can copy effects, you're basically going to get this off twice. So, and they can't chain like Stardust, Starlight Road. If they're running that, I doubt they are, but just something interesting to know. And the last card, Call on It. Great card.
I thought it was enchantment.
Oh yeah, totally. It sets up your play, like again, your Foolish Burial, and your Cotyyy. You can activate this, Cotyyy comes back, now you just locked out your opponent. Or you can play it on your Superbia comes back, gets Cotyyy back, now you just locked out your opponent. Just really good play. Extra deck, it's pretty simple. So, for the zoo play, I play 1 Daigusto Emerald. Why do I play that? I run Cherries in the Grave in the side deck, so I'm going to hit something. I don't have my Broad Bull yet, but once I do, Broad Bull's definitely going in. Big Eye, because taking monsters is good. 2 Nastins. Same with Red Eyes Metal. I have literally killed so many people because I just overlay and let you burn yourself to death. The Zoo combo goes through so many cards that you literally will stop them, and then Trident can't kill it. So they have to go through a lot of plays, go through their Broad Bull, get their Whip Tail, add Whip Tail, and the whole time they're doing that, they're burning themselves for 500. So it becomes sick. This guy, Lancelot, Knight of the Dark World, he just stops stuff. He makes them play around it because he can negate their effects, and then he can attack directly for 200 and destroy one face-up monster they have. So it's really good. Felgran, it's Felgran. Tachyon, because I don't like you activating your effects during the battle step. Cypher, because then I run in Hope Harbinger, because I don't want you activating spells, and yeah. Photon, because destroying your card with a 4,000 beaters, good. Speaking of 4,000 beaters, let's go to 45. Why not bring out the big stick? And he can negate effects, which I never do because they never live long enough. But, and then another cherry target because, yes, True Kings of all calamities. Though you can actually make him with Tezcatlipoca. One of the OTK cards in the deck, Ravenous Tarantula. A lot of people don't run him, but you should because 2 X tabs, you pay enough life points, like I said earlier, and the difference between your life points, he makes all your monsters go up and attack. So I've killed many people just by playing Morningstar, getting out the field, getting this, and Morningstar going up by 4,000 attack to make him 7,000 for game. It's pretty cool. And then in case you want a cowboy, let's go for 2,000 instead of 800 because Gustav Max. And then Pain Gainer, he's only here as a stepping stone for 7 stins. 7 stins because non-targeting banishment is great. It doesn't destroy, so you can get rid of Chaos Max, as I learned painfully. He's good, and he can once he has 4 targets on him, 4 Exceed materials, you can just start pitching and he won't die. So it becomes really fun. It becomes really fun using him. Overall, I run a lot of rank 8s because I go in a rank 8 more than anything else. But, you got to run some targets. And then the side deck, 2 Ghost Reapers because she kind of fell off, but not really because you can use her. If you hit the Trident or Broad Bull in or even Gusto Emerald in a Zodiac play, you kill them. You don't have to worry too much about True Dracos, but I got something for that ass. Belial, this is a spice tech that I like to run. For those who don't know what this old card does, I wouldn't blame you. Your opponent can't target your monsters except for him for spell trap effects or for attack targets. He's coming out, but he's my cheerleader. Cotyyy, second one, I gotta get a secret, I know. But it's Cotyyy. Mistaken Arrest, shut down True Draco Searching. Cosmic Cyclone, get rid of the back row without destroying. Twin Twisters, because destroying is also good in some decks. Soul Drain, because zombies, Light Sworn, all the other cards that kind of activate Engrave, Soul Drain stops them. Unending Nightmare, Pendulums, Pepe is going to be huge. So if you haven't noticed, I run 5 cards for Pepe. And then for that ass, for True Draco, Master Restricts. Because they can't tribute, you stop them.
All right, guys, that's been my friend Cody's Darklord deck. I got it right this time. I almost said Dark World. If you guys enjoyed this profile, leave a thumbs up. You can comment down below some of your spicy tech that you'd like to use in your Darklord decks. Again, my social media stuff will be down in the description box below. And as always, Dragonfire 17 signing out.